Hello VC, Dr. back with you again. As I said, this is my second video of the weekend. I did say there would be a follow-up video coming so soon after the last one, but in a few hours time I will be meeting up with Ben Costello and we are going to be going to Gary Newman, who is appearing as part of the Cork Jazz Festival. Yes, I know Gary Newman isn't jazz, but that's the kind of jazz festival we have here. We like just sticking non-jazz acts as the headliners. But yes, so myself and Ben are going to meet up and we're going to see Gary Newman at the Cork Opera House this evening at 8 o'clock. I know that Ben has some VCLT for me, so I will be doing a video. Well, I might leave a slight gap, maybe about a week or so, but I will do a video update on that. Yeah, I made a return. I went to, there was another record fair held here in town. It's actually going on at the moment. It's still on. Today's the last day, but went there Friday. Kind of ended up kind of splurging a bit. I'll go through it. I'm going to go through all this pretty quickly because I don't want the video to run too long. Okay, so from the one cellar, following items, some classical Daniel Barenboim, Bartok, and this is on the Angel label. I grabbed this because you don't come across Angel too often over here. It's a US label. Aqualung, Jethro Tull. I have to say I was a bit careless in grabbing this because I actually thought this was a UK press, but I mean you'd think you'd think that would be a kind of a giveaway there, printed in the USA, but I actually failed to spot that. But it is a US press on chrysalis. Has the inner as well, but yeah. So grab that. That's only my second album to own by I have a first UK press of Stand Up. What else? Yeah, I knocked this off my want list. Gentlemen take Polaroids. Japan. Building up my Japan collection, so glad to grab that. Fad Gadget, Gag from 1984, of industrial electronica, featuring Einsters and Neubauten, as well on one track, collapsing new people. Return to Tomorrow, Magic Music, or Music Magic, sorry, featuring Chick Corea, Larry Crodell. Beautiful cover. Love that artwork. CBS 1977, I believe this came out. A lot of these now I haven't yet had the chance to listen to a lot of these. I've listened to the Jethro Tull and a couple of and the Fad Gadget, but a lot of these I haven't yet had the chance to listen to. The pick of the bunch from that particular seller was this. This is the best of Otis Redding. This is a 1972 double compilation, US pressing on Atco. it's got this really thick cardboard sleeve, and I'll just show you the comes with the inners. It's got this really nice colourful inner bags, advertising other acts on the label, and it is the first US press on the on Atco, and it doesn't have any cutouts or any punch holes, which is rather unusual for US pressings of that vintage, because they nearly always come with a punch hole or a cutout. So that was the pick of that of the finds from that particular seller. Where am I? Two other items I picked up at the Focus at the fair from a different seller. Another big wantlist item. John Martyn, One World. Had been looking for this for a long time, so I've actually just played it there just a few minutes ago. It's a fantastic album, beautiful album, recorded in Jamaica, produced by Lee Scratch Perry. Fantastic stuff. Other item I got from, it's going very kind of fuzzy, from that same seller, Walker Brothers, Take It Easy with the Walker Brothers, original mono copy from 1965. Yeah, I had been looking for that for a long time as well, and it's in really nice condition as well, so very pleased to pick that up. Okay, the final item I got at the fair, I'm going to leave this leave it till last, because it's a bit of an unusual one, and I think it's something that's probably not to everybody's taste, but this is actually a band whom I hadn't yet previously picked up anything by them. I've been aware of them for a long for a long time. Death in June. Now they're a Neofolk industrial group who have a degree of controversy attached to their name. This is a collaboration with Current 93, whom I do previously have. I have some stuff by Current 93, David to Bed, but they have had allegations levelled at them of harbouring kind of far right political views, and some of the sleeve artwork kind of doesn't do much to dispel that suggestion. Two guys there, are they supposed to be having a pee? Kind of looks like it, alright. But yeah, this came out in 1989. It's actually a mini album compilation. It's kind of yeah, so it's like mixes acoustic folk mixed with kind of dark industrial sinister kind of chanting vocals, and very interesting. Another, they are quite controversial. I've kind of had misgivings about checking out their back catalogue, but it's kind of mainly because of the Current 93 David Tibet connection that I picked this up. But I will see if I'll just look kind of further into their kind of catalogue as well. Okay, so that that's all the items I got at the record fair. You'll have to excuse the kind of blurriness. I'm not too sure what's causing that. It might actually be the light. Okay, that doesn't really... okay, that's actually worse. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know what's causing that. Now, this is something I got on eBay, and I was actually alerted to this eBay auction by Adam Nichols, who knows that I was that this is something I was looking for. That is the first Scott Walker self-titled album. It was up on eBay. It was going at a very reasonable price, so I grabbed it straight away. So thanks to Adam Nichols for alerting me to that. I now have all 4 UK original pressings of Scott Walker's first 4 self-titled albums. So sorry, again, apologies for the picture quality. So very, very pleased to have that in the collection. So Scott Walker, self-titled. Okay, swiftly moving on, because I want to make this a kind of a reasonably short video. This is something I grabbed. I've previously found stuff by this performer before at the same location. This is Jason Molina with songs Oh Hiya, and this is called Access and Ace. So this is the late Jason Molina. This is on the Secretly Canadian label, and I grabbed this for €8 in the same location where I previously grabbed the other 2 items, one of which I showed very recently. So €8 for an original 1999 US pressing. That was a bargain, so very pleased with that. Okay. 2 items which I've sorry, I'll just move that, see if the picture quality is any better. 2 items which I have picked up at a local record store. One is this is a soundtrack album by Vangelis. It's called L'Apocalypse.Tangerine. It's a soundtrack album to a French wildlife documentary which originally came out in 1973. This is a 1976 UK repressing on Polydor. It has totally different cover art to the original, which had just a kind of a black and white photo of a seagull. And this is an extremely colourful, kind of cartoony representation by who did the cover again? Brian Grimwood. This is musically, this is beautiful, kind of spacey, ambient, proto ambient, very kind of reminiscent of Klaus Schulze, and got it for a nice price. It's on Polydor and it's in really nice condition. The other thing which I grabbed at the same time was this, something I've been looking for quite a while. It's Tangerine Dream with the soundtrack to the movie Thief. 1981 on Virgin. Again, something I've been looking for a long time, so glad to add that to the collection. Again, apologies to everybody for the picture quality. I don't quite know what's causing that kind of blurriness, but I am aware of it, and it is extremely annoying. I'm going to finish up with a few charity shop finds, because always love showing these kind of, these cheap pickups which I find while browsing our city's thrift shops, as they're called in some locales, or Goodwill as they're called in the States, but here we call them charity shops. But anyway, Carm, you're well aware of the Winter Hill label, and it's thanks to yourself that I am aware of that label. This is a compilation CD which I found, picked up very cheaply. It's called An Invitation to Windham Hill. It's from 1984, and from what I can figure out, it appears to be a Japanese CD. It does state that it was manufactured in Japan. A couple of Irish artists here, Micheál O'Donnell, who I believe was in the Bothy band. So now that's not the only Winter Hill item that I found. In a totally different charity shop, I picked up this, the Winter Hill. Have I been calling Winter Hill? Windham Hill, sorry, Windham Hill, not Winter's Hill. Windham Hill, the Windham Hill sampler, Windham Hill record sampler 82. Lovely condition. This album comes with the inner bag, and as the title is quite self-explanatory. It's from 82, and it is a compilation of artists on the label. So another very cheap charity shop find, the Brendan Voyage. This is an orchestral suite for uilleann pipe. Uilleann pipes played by Liam O'Flynn and composed by Sean Davey. This came out in 1980, and it was to commemorate the 1977. Oh, what was that guy's name again? He crossed the Atlantic in a kind of a recreation of an ancient Irish boat, but I just can't think of his name just now. But the Brendan Voyage. But this is on Tara Records, and this is a very, very nice album indeed. Love the uilleann pipes, and Liam O'Flynn is he was in Blankstein. He is the foremost uilleann piper that is, of his generation. Another cheap pickup, Bob James and Earl Kook. Bob James, a couple of albums by him, and Earl Kook. He was included in some VCLT that Jimmy Earl of Suave sent me. So this is a nice album. It's from 82. Lovely condition as well. It's called Two of a Kind. So nice bit of funky fusion there. Finally, very, very last item. Picked this up for €1.50. This is Dean Taylor. Dean Taylor, he was on the Motown label, one of the first white artists to record on Motown. Canadian originally. This is an early 70s compilation on a budget label, Music for Pleasure. So yeah, very nice comp, and interesting artwork there as well. Okay, so that's it. We'll be meeting Ben Costello later this evening, and there will probably be a follow-up video, but maybe in about a week's time or so. So until then, thanks for watching, and have a good weekend.